Greetings. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wahid Shabazz, and I'm making this video for the sister Wahid Shabazz, who's conducting a workshop on success, what it is and what it's not. And my contribution is coming from Virginia. Unfortunately, I can't be in Baltimore with you guys, but I plan on coming soon to collaborate with Isha and others that are involved in community outreach initiatives such as KJM Youth Foundation. And my organization is called A Firm Foundation Incorporated. And it was established in 2008. It's basically a community outreach organization that offers personal and professional development services along with prevention and intervention diversion programs as an alternative to incarceration. I work with several youth. I run a youth program where I employ the youth, and I also do seminars and workshops for adolescents and adults. And I'm in the process of developing a reentry program for inmates that are returning to society. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I have a double major in psychology and sociology, and I'm currently enrolled in a KCREP accredited program, going for my master's degree in mental health counseling. I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict. I'm a former offender who's spent time in jails and prisons. So that's a little bit of my background. I'm a father of 6 children. I got 3 boys and 3 girls, and it goes boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl in that order. My youngest son was diagnosed with Down syndrome, so he's considered special needs. But I'm going to tell you, he's been nothing but a pure blessing, a driving force in my life. All of my children are my inspiration. A large part of the reason why I turned my life around and started making more wiser decisions and healthier choices. My parents, I got to credit my parents. I still have my father and my mother in my life. That was very, very, very influential for me. As far as turning my life around and returning to how they raised me. I was raised by 2 loving parents in a 2-parent household. I was very fortunate to have the parents I did, but I was like the prodigal son. I felt like I was missing something in the streets, so I took to the streets even though I wasn't raised in the streets. And the streets almost ate me up. So that's pretty much the motivation for my program and my organization, is to help other individuals stay away from the traps and the snares that, snag so many of the youth out here today, especially the black youth. So I'm very passionate and convicted about what I do. I'm still in the building process, but the progress that I've made so far, I want to share a little bit of how I've been successful so far. And life is a journey, and there's always room for improvement. And I'm growing right along with the people who attend my seminars and workshops and the people who work through my workbooks. And what I sent Sister Isha today, this week, is a Life Planning 101 workbook. It's the very basics of life planning. And as you will read in the introduction of the workbook, it states that most successful businesses, if not all successful businesses, are contingent upon a solid, viable, successful business plan. So life is our business. So we believe that it takes life planning or a life plan to have a successful life. And we're talking about mental, spiritual, and physical success in life. And of course, that includes the monetary success. Okay? So in order to be successful in life, you need a life plan. So the Life Planning 101 workbook is the very basics. It's 101. And it's about setting goals. But it's not just about setting goals. It's about setting measurable goals and objectives. And the goals are what you want or need to achieve. The objectives are the steps on how you plan to achieve the goals and the time frame in which you want to achieve each goal. And part of my system is to set up short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. And the important thing that I must stress is that as you achieve goals, you set new goals. And I'm using myself as a yardstick to measure by. and deal with a little bit of self-disclosure about me. I struggle with procrastination. I become despondent when things don't go my way or when I don't get exactly what I want when I want it. You know, that's something that I'm working on. Like I said, look, I'm a work in progress. I'm right along with you guys. But over the past 6 years, I say, I've enjoyed a little, some decent success as a father, as an entrepreneur, in my sobriety. There are different areas and levels of success. And as I still grow, I want to share what has worked for me. Everything is not for everybody. Some of you might not get anything out of the workbook or the workshop. Okay? And that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Some of you, it's going to sink in a little bit later. You might not pick up on certain things right away, but then later something's going to click. Oh man, I remember I had this workbook and I watched this video by Brother Shabazz or Sister Isha had hosted this in her home, and now it's going to make sense to you a couple of weeks later, a couple of days later, a couple of years later. Some of you, it's going to hit instantly. You're going to be like, this is everything I was looking for. So different people are going to get different things out of this workshop and the workbooks, and there's more to come. I do workshops and workbooks on emotional intelligence, cultural intelligence, developing leadership qualities, empathy training, decision making, embracing challenges and accepting change. And I'm currently developing one on potential is not enough. It takes right action to bring about the right results. And most of these workbooks and these subjects, I need them myself. Because even with the setting goals, I will say what I want, but I will not set the objectives to achieve them. And before you know it, I'm not achieving what I want. I'm here and there. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. I leave this alone. I pick this up. I leave that alone. I pick this up. And then next thing you know, I've done a lot, but I haven't accomplished what I set out to accomplish. So that a lot really doesn't amount to anything because it's unfinished business here, unfinished business there. And, then it begins to be overwhelming and I get stressed out because I'm not focused. So setting the goals and the objectives allows you to remain focused. And don't be afraid to ask other people to kind of keep you in check, keep you motivated. It's not about anybody holding your hand. That's not what it's about, but it's about a support group and a support system. And, we are our brother's keeper, our sister's keeper, and one brick supports another. That's how we build. So if it's anything that I can do, anything that I can share, anything that you need to know, if I can't help you directly, then I will point you in the right direction. So we got to work together for success. And the best way to be successful is to help other people become successful. So this is each one teach one. I'll learn from you guys as you learn from me. But I basically just wanted to film this video. I'm kind of long-winded, so I'm not going to talk y'all to death. I'm gonna let Sister Isha do her thing, but I just wanted to make this introduction video to you guys. Just freestyling a little bit. The sister asked me, could I do like a video, coming in long distance from Virginia. So, hopefully soon I'll be there in Baltimore, or you guys can come to Virginia and we can work this thing together. We can have success together. But with this workbook, stick to the basics. Keep it simple. Stick to the basics. Just write your short-term goals, your midterm goals, and your long-term goals, and set your objectives. And the workbook might seem repetitive, but that's how we learn, by repetition, and get people to stay on you. Get people to stay on you, and you stay on them. Don't browbeat anybody. Say you want to become a vegan, and all of a sudden you find yourself slipping up. You eating eggs, you eating cheese, you eating, a turkey burger or whatever the case may be. It's not about saying, man, I thought you were supposed to be doing this. Oh, man, you faking, you funky, man. I knew you wasn't going to be able to do it. That's destructive criticism. We want constructive criticism and we want encouragement. That's the keys to success. So with that said, this is Brother Wahid Shabazz. My phone number is 804-317-8924. My email is shabazz@afirm1.com. That's SHABAZZ at AFIRM and the number 1.com. The sister knows how to get in touch with me, so I hope you enjoy your workshop and your workbooks. Peace.